Now, if we're going to sell something, we need something to sell. Remember before we talked about a technology as a bundle of features and functionalities that allow you to do something over and over and over again with a known outcome and a known degree of probability that that outcome will be attained. When we talk about technology here, we have to go a little bit beyond that. Because now we're talking about this specific technology. This notebook computer is different than any other notebook computer. It's different from the computer that is my PDA. They're different clearly on a variety of metrics, size, weight, functionality, CPU, processing power, that kind of stuff. But whatever, when we start out, we have to be very, very clear what the technology literally is. It doesn't do us any good to do market research on a vaccine or a computer, because we're not selling a vaccine or a computer. We're selling this specific computer or this specific vaccine. The only way you can really understand that is to sit down and talk with the inventor of the technology or the people who have been developing it. If all you have is a disclosure, pick up the phone or walk across campus if you're on a research campus of a corporation or at a university and go talk to the inventor to get clear exactly what they think they have and what they think its secret sauce unique features are, what makes it exciting and different. You can't rely just on the written description, because some people write better or worse than others. For some people, if your disclosure is in English, English is a second language, so you're not going to know what's going on unless you talk to them, because again, you have to take into account the disclosure may not be fully accurate or may not describe everything that's important to describe. When you do something, when you invent something, sometimes you're so close to it that you get your own blinders and you're sort of like in a position where it's hard to describe it. So in the next few sessions, we're going to talk about the performance, ease of use, and price of a technology from a sort of hands-on standpoint and how to look at this. And then we're going to talk about the concept of stretch. But the important thing for us here is we're talking about the technology as it's coming from the inventor. This is pre-application. In other words, what are we trying to move? Somebody comes to us and says, I have this technology. What do we want to know about this technology? How are we going to understand it so we can even begin to get started? So let's turn to that.